the video. All right, so Cisco for earnings. So Cisco, him crib a trading plan. Stock is 2102. The historical movement in Cisco on earnings is up 4.8, up 9.6, down 10.5, down 2.1, up 5.7, up 16%, down 4.8, and down 14.2. The average move on earnings in Cisco has been 7.7%. I always look at the money straddle, at the money call, at the money put to get measured move targets, to have an inclination of where the stock could move on earnings. The 21 at the money straddle that expires on Friday is $1.05. We have two quote-unquote measure move targets. Upside measure move target, 21 plus 105 is 2205. To the downside, 21 minus 105, 1995. The chart looks very, very bullish. My trade is buying the April 21 straddle to sell the Feb 21 straddle. This is selling. I know. So this is selling the Feb 21 puts, Feb 21 calls to buy April 21 calls, April 21 puts. Okay? And I'm doing this for 56 cents. I've put this in the spread book. I have not got filled. My target is the closest to 21. So if this stock closes right at 2098 or 2102, this would be the best. My time period is April. So the less movement it makes on earnings, the better the trade will be for me. If it moves a lot to the upside, I'll be left with long puts. If it moves a lot to the downside, I'll be left with long calls. And I can go over the scenario after the close, but I want to get over one more earnings trade. So this is my trade for Cisco for earnings. I have not got filled. I'm currently working this order in the spread book. So I'm looking to buy Cisco April 21 straddle. And usually I do March against Feb, but April's so cheap I can get a little bit more out of it. You know, I don't have to pay that much more money to sell the Feb 21 straddle for 56 cents total. Okay, I have not got filled on the spread yet. So does anybody have any questions besides how I exit this? I'll go over that at 3 o'clock. I have not got filled on the spread yet, and I will save this. So this is 2013 Cisco him Cribbit trading plan. All right, I saved that on the bottom right. I have one more I'm going to go over for earnings, and it's going to be Whole Foods. Give me 1 second to get some water. I'm coughing here. So I'm going to go over Whole Foods for earnings. Whole Foods for earnings. And last time I know I bought a call fly and it didn't really work out.
This confirmation hearing at the Finance Committee was what Jack Lew was going to say about his work at Citigroup briefly during the 1990s and his offshore investments, something Democrats often have criticized Republicans, including Mitt Romney, for.
So last one will be.
Was the main questioner on this topic, and he asked Jack Lew about his own.
So let's go over Whole Foods for earnings.
To shelter income from taxation.
It's a good idea.
Now, Senator Grass,
Whole Foods.
Question Jack Lew about the bonus he received from
stock did sell off last time on earnings. I know I had a call fly on last times. I had a put fly that worked once, and I had a call fly. So let's go over Whole Foods for earnings. So I'm going to go over the him Cribbit trading plan for Whole Foods. This will be the last earnings trade of the day.
Jack Lew's nomination. Just consider that Orrin Hatch, one of the Republicans who went after him today,
flies work great. Whole Foods for earnings.
Jack Lew, and we can expect that the committee's going to move Jack Lew, and so will the Senate. He will soon be in office as a Treasury Secretary, Maria.
All right, John, thank you so much.
So Whole Foods for earnings. The stock is currently trading 96.47. 96.47. Historically, the stock sold off last time on earnings, rallied 11.3, rallied 7.6, up 5.2, down 2%, and up 2.6%. The average move on earnings is 5.6%. I have two measured move targets. In Whole Foods, I look at the 95 at the money straddle, at 95 at the money straddle, at the money call, at the money put. So let me bring that up real quick for you guys. And I know I'm going to buy a call fly in Whole Foods. I already know. I believe in Whole Foods. This place is so good. Whole paycheck. That's what Kramer calls it. Whole Foods. There's 95.5 straddle. I don't know where they get these strikes. It might have been a dividend. The 95.5 straddle is $5.10. So the 95.5 straddle, I don't know where they came up with these strikes, is $5.10. It's going to give me two quote-unquote measure move targets. Measure move targets to the upside is the 95.5 plus the 510, which is going to be 100.6. And then I have a measure move target to the downside, which is the 95.5 minus 510, which gets me right at 90.40. How does the chart look? So let me bring up the chart. Someone took a gun to my head and said stock's going to 100 or 90. You can only look at the chart. I think Whole Foods can break out. I thought this last time on earnings, I know I lost money because I was long call flies. I think stock can move up to this $100 level. Tested it once before. I think it can move higher. I like the story. We've seen the grocers trading pretty well on earnings. Consumer spending. Amazon up $11, speaking of which. So I'm looking at a call fly here for Whole Foods. And this is interesting because these strikes are so whacked up. So I'm looking to buy the 100, 103. Actually, I'm trying to buy the 9800. So I'm trying to buy the 98 100 call spread. 98 100 call spread. So this is a kind of like a broken wing call fly. The 98 100 103 call fly. So let me look at this one real quick. There are no strikes that are equidistant. So this is buying the 98, selling two of the hundreds to buy the 103s. And I can get into this thing at about 10 cents. I'm going to get in this thing at 10 cents.
All right, we're waiting for Cisco's numbers. They'll be out in just a few minutes. John Ford has a preview.
See, the problem with this trade is I'm risking a little bit more because this is actually a $3 spread and this is a $2 spread. Huh. Let me look at something else.
The next place you've got to look is gross margin. Last quarter, that
How about buying the 98 100?
For Q2, Cisco guided it slightly lower between 61 and 60.
Trying to do something here. Let's see how high the strikes go.
Which is growing as a share of revenue, pulls margins up, but the company's fast-growing
gets to 110. So how about the 98 103 108 call fly? So I'm looking at the 98, buying the 98s, selling twice as many of the 103s to buy the 108s. This is the 93 98 103 108 call fly. This is a $5 call fly. It's about $1. 10. This is the 98 103 108 call fly. I'm going to bid this one right now.
Stock market wealth has been generated since the bear market ended in March of 2009.
So I'm going to bid 111 for this. I'm bidding 111 for this call fly. I just got filled at 111. So I'm in Whole Foods to the long side. I bought a $5 call fly for $1.11. So let's go over this real quick and let me bring up the whiteboard here.
talk to us more and tell us why he's a believer. Sir, good to have you on the program.
So I am in this trade in Whole Foods. My trade is buying.
Okay, we've been trying to figure out who is behind this rally. Is it
The Whole Foods.
Is it the retail investor coming back? We know
February 98, 103, 108, call fly, and I did get filled for $1.10. I'm in this trade for $1.10. My risk on this trade is $110 per one lot. My reward is $390 per one lot.
And that's carried on through January. And
my break-evens of this trade are 99.10 and 106.90. So anywhere in that range, which is a $7.80 range, I will make money on this trade. This is February.
What do you think?
Oh, I don't think it's too late to invest. I think America's in great shape. American corporations are in great shape. Manufacturing is on the rise in this country. Energy costs are going down. So I think the outlook over the next 3 to 5 years for American corporations is outstanding.
My target is that 103 level. So I am in this call fly for Whole Foods. Well, you know what? I don't know what really to say. Yes, I lost money in it as well. But I think this is a good risk versus reward setup. You know, in Deere, I'm getting more money because I sold that call spread out, right? In Deere, I could have done the 92.5, 90 put spread, right? But I sold an extra call spread. I sold that 90, 87.5 call spread, put spread to get some money back. So this is my trade. You know, like I say, this is, you know, the trading room is about learning, you know, figuring out what's your trading strategy. Just because I make a trade, I definitely don't think everybody should make a trade just because I did. But I think this is a good trade. So I'm in this trade in Whole Foods. I bought the WFM February 98, 103, 108, call fly 4, 110. My confidence on this trade is a 5. I'm not the biggest, you know, fan of buying too much premium. That's why I don't want to be buying just call spreads. I can get a little bit more money out of the premium by, you know, making a fly. Okay, so I am in this trade in Whole Foods. So I got filled in NVIDIA and Whole Foods, and I did not get filled in the rest so far. So I'm in the long side in Whole Foods, and I'm in the short side in NVIDIA. Long side of Whole Foods, short side in NVIDIA. Okay? Does anybody have any questions at all on the spread? You know, I want to get a little bit of premium back, so I sold that 103, 108 call spread. No, I don't have to. Cisco, I'm still working my order on this straddle swap. I have not got filled.
And that type of volatility in the fixed income market is scary for any investor at this point. It should be.
All right. So you're expecting then this trend to take place. Sir, good to have you on the program. Thanks.
Does anybody have any questions about the spread at all?
See you, Bill.
We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Putnam just named #1 by Barron's, as a matter of fact. When we come back, we'll have the closing countdown, and don't forget to stick around for Cisco's earnings, which are due out right at the close of the bell.
Can't Toomey just break to the downside?
Because that shows you the potential for money coming out of fixed income and into stocks.
You would think.
Okay, we're going to come back after this break, show you how bad conditions are aboard Carnival's disabled cruise ship. We've been hearing nightmare stories, but the
I don't want Tom doing anything to do with my product. He doesn't know anything about it. It's simple.
They say it is not a pretty picture.
So this is my trade in Whole Foods. Does anybody have any questions about this trade? I will save this. You guys can review this whenever you want. So this is 2013 WFM Him Cribbit trading plan. So I went over 2 of these 4. Yes, I go over every single earnings every single day. So when you become a member of the trading room, you get to see me trade real-time, real money, at least 6 earnings every single day, as in addition to unusual option activity. Unusual option activity is my bread and butter and earnings. So you got to see me trade both of these. And I am in Whole Foods. I am in NVIDIA. I did not get filled in Cisco. If you guys have any questions about these trades, please let me know. I will say I saved part of this recording. I will put it on the website as well. and we'll see how these trades work out. Thanks, guys.